I heard him say, players should serve enough dope. That's heroin. Never have a player took to the dope thing. Shit. Shit, you got this. Like a thousand dope thing. Sauce breaking. He was trying to tell the difference between lean and alcohol. He said, "Oh, alcohol, you'll beat your wife. You'll driving." He said, "On lean, you more chill." So you know what you're gonna lean. You drive into the ball, just like with 4 balls. You know how many people have 4 wrecks on their drink because it makes you nod. Boom. And then when you wake up the next morning, leave me alone. That ain't getting the side effects. You ain't gonna beat her while you're on it because you sleep. But if she keep fucking with you saying, wake up, shit y'all got that man down on her. Because it makes you agitated and angry. Everybody knows the drink has an attitude. Everybody knows the drink have an attitude. All the women who pay for they get on the drink, they got an attitude. Then when they can't get it, they got the shit and they got a worse attitude. So to have a sip of drink that is worse than the alcohol. Because at least the alcohol feel bad the next morning. Drink, no. You know why? Body going through withdrawal. Stomach. All of a sudden, he gets hit with a $260 million lawsuit from Derek Dixon. I would say I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but
feeling good about your electricity plan? It's time to take a closer look at what you're really paying each month. Predictability matters, and it's why Texans are switching to Constellation.
Yo, what up? What up? What's goody? What's up, chat?
Imagine it's this time next year. You've trained for it. You've invested in yourself. You're equipped with the skills you need. You're confident because you put in the work and it shows. But it starts with what you do today. Explore UEI's healthcare programs. And this time next year, your life could look a lot different.
I would say I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I started this and I want to make sure I can get my kids up. It's over to my best friend. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about this game. It just right here when I realized that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself. I sold my soul to the devil and I don't pray. I
Jones had it all. Let's get high, yeah, you know how to roll. We'll get lit, yeah, you know how to roll. Let's get right, get on the back. Get by, oh, Jones had it all. One thing, that's my lighter. Get out, get higher. I'm up, this got me higher. This my lighter.
Family, we're back. Shout out to Jay Marvelous. Bro has some great content, and he makes great points also. We're going to talk about Sukiana. That was her infamous clip of her a few years ago, talking about she sold out. But the thing she said that stuck out the most was she doesn't belong to herself anymore. When you sign that contract, you sign over everything. Everything. And some people say you can get yourself out of it. A lot of the times, you can't. Not at all. Some people have bought their way out of contracts, but it's taken so much money just to get your catalog. Speaking of catalogs, Future Soul is for like 70 million. I'm not sure what years it included, but yeah. Anyways, Sukiana. I never knew she had ties to this dude, Seafood, I think his name is. And he would sort of talk about how he got popped a certain amount of times and he got ops and this and that. But in this video, let Jay Marvelous tell it. It was a part of the game. Wink, wink. Anyway, thanks for being here. Watch this video. Consider subscribing. I'd be up to for sure. Now it's on Trap House Kitchen 1. Let's get to the content.
After Sukihana and Seafood would climb up the ladder, they would go their separate ways. Sukihana would then take the oath while Seafood didn't want no parts. After seeing the dark side of the industry, Sukihana would then try to give up Seafood. Seafood would then be gunned down and then gave his life to God.
I decided to come to NTI after years of working at the grocery store and being stressed out.
I wanted a school that would have a lot of hands-on.
I wanted to change my life for the better.
And the more I researched it, the more I came up with NTI.
All the teachers here are great. David, the guy who runs the school, he's great.
Even the first day, you are out in the lab doing hands-on work.
I have a much better job now working in the air conditioning field, making almost 3 times more than I made before. I've been able to
Hello? own doing his own skits. But Sukihana went the other route.
Sukiyama was the other route. Yeah, she wanted it bad. In that clip, I didn't hear bro say anything that went back to her as far as that situation. But how we can sometimes go is allegedly it'll be a best friend, close family member, close team member. It has to be somebody close so that I mean this is what they say, but they say it has to be somebody close so that it will mean something when a certain thing happens. Now if that was what it was, I'm not sure. But a little bit after that's when we got that video about selling her soul and how she signed this contract and this and that. Anyway, let's keep going.
In 2019, Sukihana will go viral for saying that she sold her soul and regrets it. Now she broke the oath.
I will tell you, I apologize, and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but as far as this music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this is my dream, and I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids up. It's always been my passion to rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract, and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right then, when I realized that I signed my soul, I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. I don't. I sold my soul to the motherfucking devil, and I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed. I prayed. It's just like I don't know if God can get me out of this. And it's just like to the point where I don't even know. Like I can't. I just want to say I'm sorry to my fans. I know y'all love me. I know y'all believe in me, but I can't.
Does that remind y'all of somebody we recently did a video on? The young lady from Cleveland. Now, what happens is these people, y'all, they go from being broke to wanting to be rich. And here's a fast way. And it's like I always say, as long as it's better than their situation, where they think it's better, where they think it's a quick fix, they sign a contract. Always in the long run, regret it all, like everything. This woman doesn't even want to do music anymore. But at that time, in that video, she did because she didn't own herself. She probably couldn't even rap about what she wanted to rap about, honestly. Now, did she break the oath with that video? For sure. And anything, breaking the oath is anything that has to do with speaking out against the machine or the game or that field of work. I don't even say the I word anymore, but anything of that nature is going against the grain, period. It's breaking the oath because that's not what they're supposed to do. Not whatsoever. Now, Suki had a infamous tape out here. I'm not going to go too deep into it. Bro's going to cover it in the clip. But I always felt like that was very humiliating. Like, the epitome of it. And for what it was supposed to be, it didn't even serve that purpose. Because of the yeah, if y'all follow her just a little bit, if I know about it, I know a lot of y'all gotta know about the infamous tape. It was like a Kim K style tape. Anyway, it was totally humiliating. And listen to what Jay Marvelous says about that. Let's get to the clip.
After realizing that she was owned by the big baby, Suki get back in line. The following year, she retracted her statement, saying that she didn't mean it literally. The repercussions will cost her humiliation, but shortly after this video, Sukihana's tape had leaked for the world to see.
I'm a hustler. Everybody gonna make no money. I can't be scared about what people on me, and that's why I'm rich. If I make my own thing, it's like first of all, anybody can make me feel bad trying to get a bag or trying to get a dollar. I got 3 kids. I got family. I got responsibility for a whole woman. I'm not a little ass girl. So when I make my own thing, I make 20,000 the first couple days, and that 20,000 turns into hundreds of thousands of dollars. I make money every day.
It's the same chick that's salty or sweet. Just because this chick, she has transactions for certain affection. And it's out there. She wants Sweetie to come out and say she does the same. But as we just heard her say, she's a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a this, that, I make money, I blah, blah, blah. And she really got a song called Self Meow. Come on, man. Come on, man. In this next interview, I really feel like this is part of that humiliation thing. She tells the interviewer that it's ghetto to think something and not know. And she was real sassy with it. But the whole time she's confusing magician with musician. How are you gonna tell this lady you rap, but you're not a musician? I don't do magic, I'm not a musician. Let's get to the clip.
Baby, one thing about me is everybody knows I'm super good, so I always look along.
That's amazing. I didn't know that about you.
What you do now?
I am a musician, and that's why I'm here with you today. So I can tell you.
Well, I'm a musician. What, that can make magic or something? What is a musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not a musician. And I make music. I make music. That's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, like young.
I just really what I think you're confusing.
Well, not using nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever you said.
See, that's what I think you said. I said musician, not with my musician.
Maybe I don't think. I look back, let's go. I don't think. I know.
So you think. I didn't say magician, so I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really like, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not doing that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So, in other words, you're a musician. Okay.
That's crazy work. That whole thing right there was crazy work. Crazy work. I don't even listen. That's the result of not shutting up. That's the result of not hitting the books. Come on, man. What were you doing your whole life to where you don't know the difference between a magician and a musician? But you go on to talk down on the whole people talk about that's ghetto. Hit the loose neck and said things that's ghetto. Being that you came from the ghetto, don't get caught up because you got a few surgeries, enhanced lips and cheekbones, 40 layers of makeup, 18 BBLs, 14 stomach reductions. That you're not ghetto. Well, you just signed a few contracts. That's your crazy work. And if you didn't have all that crazy work with your body, nobody be interested. They're interested now in seeing this object. And you guys hear why everything's allegedly though. Don't take it around with it. It's allegedly. Wink, wink. Anyway, I'm out. Trap out $1.
I'm Holly, and I'm a smart city agent. You're probably hearing from me because fill out a form to get help finding an apartment. Lucky for you, I'm a human, not a robot or an algorithm.
Get out. Right now.
They gotta
Get out. Go.
over. Like,
Yeah.